Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to the channel. So as y'all see, I'm in the car again. So we're gonna have us another car conversation. I think I'm starting to like that. That might be our new wave, a car conversation. So every time I leave the oncologist, I pop back in with y'all just to give y'all an update. And I was instructed to keep documenting my journey. So that's what I'm going to do. Because again, whether it's one person watching or 1,000, you just never know who you are reaching and who you are touching. So here we are. So like I said, I'm at the oncologist. I just left my appointment and I'm not really happy, y'all. I'm, I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Like I told y'all in several videos before, cancer free, that's great. But I'm still bound by cancer. So, and I've just been in a space lately, I wouldn't have to go through all of this if I never had freaking cancer. And I feel like I can have these moments because for the most part, I'm so positive. I'm 99.517% positive. But, there's still that small percentage where I just got to let y'all know, I have to wake up and I have to coach myself to be positive, especially now. So the ovary suppression injections that we talked about, I am now 2 injections in. So my ovaries are now completely shut down. My body is now in menopause. So to all my women who have already gone through the change, y'all, I feel y'all. Saturday, I tried to go somewhere. I tried to go see my niece perform at the Columbus Classic. I was so excited because she goes to school out of state. So I don't get to see her perform like that. She's in her junior year. And then we lost the whole year with COVID. So I was so excited to go see my niece perform. I got out the shower and I just could not stop sweating. I was sweating profusely, to the point where I didn't even know that my head was sweating until I touched my head and my whole hand was soaking wet. Y'all, I cried. Yes. OG Big T. Sorry, y'all. Like I said, this is a car conversation and, sis couldn't park. But anyway, yes, OG Positive T shed some tears on Saturday, and I sat in front of my fan and I cried so hard for 35 minutes because I could not stop sweating. And the only thing that I kept thinking about is I wouldn't be going through this if I never had cancer in the first place. I'm not a sweater. I am now, obviously. 34, body going through menopause. But anyway, nevertheless, I wipe my tears, and with every tear that I shed and that I wipe, I cry in private. So with every tear that I shed and every tear that I wipe, I just come out a different beast, and I come out swinging even harder at this thing. But I'm never going to stop fighting cancer. And that's just the reality of the situation. So anyway, I miss my niece, sometimes people be wanting to know what happened. I missed the whole thing. I got out the house late. Took me forever to park, but that's not what we're talking about. Anyway, moving on. So today came to the oncologist to get on my pill that I'm going to be taking every day for the next X amount of years. And so I'm going to be on anastrozole, and everything was cool. I was even cool with the fact that I might gain a little bit of weight because, I'm a trainer and I know how to get that off. But it's one side effect that I'm really not cool with. You want me to go ahead and say it? I'm just going to go ahead and say it because we about transparency and honesty. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. One of the side effects, get this card over here. I'm just going to read them to y'all. Joint aches. That's the most common one, right? Occasional nausea, headache, fatigue, hot flashes that I already have. I already have hot flashes. Diarrhea and vaginal dryness. that last one is not my ministry, and I don't know how this is going to work. At this point, I don't know. So anyway, moving on from that, I start the anastrozole tomorrow. And I got to remind myself to take this pill every single day. And then in October, I start my infusions. So if y'all remember, we talked about the fact that I am going to have bone infusions, which emulates chemotherapy. And anastrozole is a chemotherapy drug. Oh, and it said that some people's hair could thin. That's what I seen something on the internet, but this card don't say that. So I hope that my hair don't start thinning, even though I'm keeping it short. Nevertheless, moving back to the infusion. Yeah, so I start that in October. So I will let y'all know how I feel after I get my first infusion. But some of the occasional side effects are fatigue, nausea, and vomiting, fever, and flu-like symptoms, which she told me for the first 2 days after I have my infusion, I'll probably feel like I have the flu. Bone pain, decrease in red blood cell count, decrease in appetite, constipation, and decreased kidney function. Yeah. This is my life now. And these past couple of days, I've known, I think it's 3 women who was just diagnosed with breast cancer. And I'm going to tell you, like, it's not easy. And, you know, just because people are ringing bells and, you know, we're done with chemo, we're done with radiation, for some of us, we're going to be bound by this forever. Like, even mentally, my mental health has been taking a hit, and it sucks because the anastrozole can also alter my mood, and it can also have effects on my mental health. And I hate that because I'm not a person who suffers from depression or anything like that. And I just get in these depressed like states where I don't want to talk to anyone, because no one can really understand what I'm going through. I only want to talk to people that can really fully understand what it is that I'm going through. And so I get in these moods, and I don't want to talk to, like, my grandmother. My grandmother is everything to me. Like, in the other day, I couldn't even talk to her. I was like, I don't want to talk to anyone. So, you know, I just know these women who have been recently diagnosed with cancer. And I mean, I'm going to say again, like I've said before, this is a brutal journey. Some women, all they need is surgery. I really wish I was one of those women. And I'm not angry at the women who all they need is surgery. They don't need chemo. They don't need, you know, anastrozole, and they don't need radiation. I'm not angry at those women. I actually celebrate with those women that they don't have to go through, you know, the more brutal parts of this journey. And there's some women who have it worse than me. But this shit is ugly, y'all. And there's going to be times where you feel like you can't make it. And there's going to be times where you feel like you don't want to press through. On Saturday, I was just boo-hooing. And somebody said to me, like, but you so strong. And I was like, one person knew I cried. And they was like, I was like, I don't want to be strong all the time. There's so many days I don't feel like being strong. But I have to be. I have to be strong. I have to keep pressing through. Sometimes I need an anchor. So that's just the reality of the situation. It's not the end of the world, but sometimes I feel like, where is the light at the end of the tunnel? Like, I have so many things now to worry about. And then every little thing makes you think, like, oh my God, did my cancer spread? Like, oh, I got a headache. Did it spread to my brain? Oh, my legs is hurting today because I'm still having effects from chemo. And now I'm about to be on a chemotherapy drug. I wake up in the morning, y'all. I get out the bed like I'm 80. My grandmother, 83. We walk the same when we get out the bed. I be scooting. It's crazy. I wish I could show you. I be scooting because my legs and my feet hurt. Shit, I'm old. Yeah, I'm not even old. I'm old now. But if you know someone who's been recently diagnosed with cancer, please connect them to me. Connect them to this channel, but connect them to me personally, please. There's so much that I've learned on this journey. So much that I've gone through. It's brutal, but you know what? There was something beautiful in that Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. And that's all I do. Just keep swimming. So, that's where we are. So, I'm about to go pick up my anastrozole and hope I can evade some of these side effects, especially that last one. You know, like, I don't have that problem, so I don't want that problem. Nevertheless, moving on. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I love y'all to life. Thank y'all for supporting me, and thank y'all for loving me. Until next time, which will be in a couple weeks because I have an injection in a couple weeks. So yeah, until next time, my loves, y'all already know, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and it's T Strong 5 ever.